So tell us, because you mentioned a little bit about like you are slowly learning and picking on. Oh, I could do that. I could do that back in Kenya. Yeah. So what did you do when you came back?
So I came back. Before I came back, I applied to a job to Deloitte in South Africa, and actually got the job.
Okay.
So when I was about to discuss my contract and everything, I wrote back to Cellulant and I'm like, hey, I would love to come back to work. I left when I was an intern. I came back as the head of security.
What?
Yeah, that difference was quite big for me because I kept on going. Every time I had a holiday, I come back to work a little bit. So that was fine. But that came, when I was in Korea, I launched something called Africa Hackon because I was doing mentorship for a lot of young people in cybersecurity or undergraduates who are trying to learn the cybersecurity. And I said, I wanted to go to the United States for similar conferences, but I had no money. Why don't I do the same thing? Excuse me. In Kenya. Why don't I do the same thing in Kenya? So I came back, I took one of the cash that I had some time back, came back to Kenya, launched Africa Hackon with almost nothing. I had almost no money. Even the person who gave us food was on pro bono, hoping that it will sell. The night before, I remember there were only 18 tickets sold. That sold. That was in 1,000 bob. Imagine.
Wow.
Cheap.
Yeah.
We got PwC boardroom for free, but people were not coming. By 9 p.m., it was sold out. We had overflooding. The next day, people showed up. I was like, what is going on here? Like, why are we having too many people? Like, I can't even control. So that was the first success. 8 years down the line, I've tried to create something called a ripple effect. So I teach people, when I encourage people to teach other people. Now we have an influx of cybersecurity professionals, and I've been going to schools, I go to universities, I teach for free, and I keep on doing that. I never charge for it. That we can keep mentoring people to be able to do that. So I do a lot of mentorship for free when it comes to cybersecurity because it's fulfilling for me.
True.
The more people I teach, I feel nice when I see people succeed. Most of my mentees are now at Microsoft and a whole lot of other places. They're driving their own cars. It feels nice. So that was one. The BOB program, I talked to the government of Kenya. I said, let's launch a similar thing. So there's actually eCrowd Innovation Hub, which does a similar thing. 6 months, full-time, they actually pay you to study. So fresh graduate, you can go to eCrowd, EKRAAL. You can go there, learn cybersecurity for 6 months, and you can go work anywhere. It's an intense program. They give you accommodation, they give you transport, they give you a stipend of almost 60,000 Kenya shillings. Graduates right out of school for 60K, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
And that whole thing of me speaking up there, I said I have to do the same thing here. And now teaching my other colleagues to be able to speak about what they do. And my youngest mentee is 16. The other day, he spoke in front of 12,700 people online, comfortably. Amazing. In Kenya, he did about 500 people at one go. And that's the kind of breed of people that I want to bring up and try to see how can I create that ripple effect when it comes to cybersecurity and leadership. So yeah, that's basically what I'm trying to do back here.
Yeah, that's encouraging. I think one of the questions that comes to mind is like, okay, so obviously you're creating these platforms where you're mentoring and sharing your professional journey and obviously instilling skills. And so from that perspective, you know, how do you see like the field of cybersecurity in Africa in terms of both demand and just like the future growth? What do you think that looks like?
It's changing really fast, and I'm saying really fast because Kenya, where Kenya was 5 years ago, is not the same where we are right now. A lot of organizations are realizing that they need all of the skill set in-house, and getting to create that, to close that gap of skill set wise is the biggest problem that we have. So I'm happy that a lot of organizations are coming in to help and to be able to donate money, even to train people. Schools are coming up, partnerships are being formed, and people like me are still here to be able to mentor anybody who wants to get into it. So it's going to change. Right now, I still say there's a big gap because I still find some people who are selfish when it comes to sharing information. You'll be surprised. There are people who are very selfish when it comes to sharing what they know. So if the professionals don't want to share, then who's going to teach the young ones?
True.
Yet they're eager to learn.
True.
So my encouragement to people is teach, share enough for the young ones to be able to pick up the little that you know. They'll become better than you. That's okay. Most of my mentees are better than me in what they do, but it's fine. At the end of the day, are they happy? Yes. Are they making money? Yes. Are they living comfortably? Yes. Are they raising a family? Yes. That's what I want to see. So if we can't do that, but a lot of people have I've seen too many insecurities with a number of professionals in the industry who don't want to share. And that's quite sad for me when I see a situation like that. So I'll keep doing what I have to do to make sure that I change this landscape when it comes to cybersecurity skill sets. Yeah. In Kenya, in the whole of Africa, because Ghana, we started on Ghana as well.
Okay.
And guess what? Majority of them are now doing it. One of the kids actually left Ghana, went to Togo to start the same thing. Just yesterday, he's like, look, the government is here. You can't believe I've pulled this off. I'm like, I'm glad. One kid I was mentoring in India. Yesterday, I just wrote on his LinkedIn, like, I'm glad to see that you knew nothing. And right now, you're getting awards for that. It's just, it feels nice. And I think to me, that is more than money. And that's what I want to do. Tanzania, we started the same thing. One of the kids, he came for Africa Hackon here. He flew down, come for the conference and the competition. He won 3rd place. And I said, look, you can actually start this by yourself. He gave him all the guidelines and gave him the go-ahead, like, go do it. He started his own practice of people, mentorship in Tanzania, and it's going well. People are sponsoring them, and just like Microsoft flew down here. The head of Microsoft engineering, a lady, flew down here, and then I started a thing with called She Hacks KE. So I didn't start it basically, but my mentees told them, you have to start a ladies fabric.
Right.
Because the ladies don't talk in the groups. In the many WhatsApp group, they're very quiet, intimidated by all the men shouting and looking like they know stuff. So they started what's called She Hacks KE. It's been running for 6 years now, or 5. And guess what? That is booming. That is creating the next level of women in tech and cybersecurity, and it's just amazing. The thing is, they're all young people. And if more people can do that, the future is bright. No pun intended. I don't know why I used the name bright. I just had to.
I know, that's the thought that came to my head. Then I was like, I can't say that because sitting across from bright. But quite literally. I think that's, I think also that's a challenge to all of us who are fortunate enough to be in careers that, I mean, like, broadly look successful. Like, how are we building the next generation of leaders in whatever industry or sphere we're in? So it's a good challenge. I take it up.
And I think, sometimes I thought it's just impact in cybersecurity wise until I got married. Now things started changing because now my life is completely, it's a whole new life that I never expected to happen. I'm like, okay. Now this woman is going to stay in my house there every day. I have to see her every day. The baby has been involved and we got married and everything. Can you imagine? People actually ask me, my DMs, every single day I get such a question. How do you do it? How are you okay with your wife knowing your password? Because she knows all my passwords. She has a master password to all my passwords. How do you, social aspect of things started becoming a question to me. There's a kid who said, look, I actually masturbate a lot, so I can't get to date. Help me.
Whoa.
Imagine I paid for him to go for therapy.
Yeah.
It's the least I could do.
Yeah, that is the least.
One lady wanted to commit suicide. The bride just called me. And I'm like, I'm not a therapist. I don't know. They're like, you look like you have it all figured out. I don't. But if I can talk someone out of suicide, okay. That's the 3rd person I've talked out of suicide before, and I've never met them. And I again, it's a bit hard, but also it's also a bit difficult on my side because I'm taking all of these people's problems, thinking I'm fixing them, but it's actually piling up
on you,
on me.
Yeah.
I have sent more than 10 people to therapy, and I've never gone myself.
I was about to ask, how are you dealing with all this?
Yeah, I don't know. But I think somebody said the other day, I think women have a different way of dealing with that. Our therapy is our boys. And our women are like, so And I think it's real because when I meet my best man, him and I just release, we just talk and get angry and just say things. So we like restaurants where nobody's around us. We can talk and shout and we get up and walk around, and it's nice. That is therapy enough. Or my wife, of things that I can tell her or feel like I should release. And having that support system is really important. And I think when some people say they admire that part of my life as well, it's kind of nice. And I'm just like, well, hope it helps someone. I don't know.
Right. Yeah. Actually, Brad, a good point. The fact that you're actually super active on social media, or like you have a following.
Yeah.
What are you hoping to accomplish through that?
My social media following, I think it also came by mistake. I didn't plan to have. It's now 55,000, 53, somewhere there.
I checked, it was
and I'm just there like, where did these people come from? Because
are they all real?
Are they real? Exactly. So I started by just posting memes, very funny videos, and I put a hashtag random pics I like, random vids I like. And it's just things that I like, which I used to find everywhere on the internet, which I used to share. So I used to share a lot more on Facebook. Then Instagram somehow, excuse me, this gas.
Bubbles.
And bubbles. See, this is, anyway, this, sparkling water. Anyway. So I started doing that and I put the hashtag, and all of a sudden it started picking up so much. And I got to a point, I'm like, wait, I can't just keep on sharing funny things. Let me share also anything that I feel like it inspired me, I should share. So anything I see that is inspiring, I share. And people actually tell me that they actually look forward to those posts. So when I go on holidays and I'm posting holiday pictures, they're like, Bright, we want something. We want to inspirational and your funny videos. And I'm like, you guys actually watch that? Like, it's not a big deal to me, but anything that can help somebody somewhere. And COVID was where I got to realize that it was actually making a difference. Why? People were depressed. They were really depressed, but through funny things that I was posting, they're like, it actually really helped them to just decompress themselves, and I don't know, it helped them in one way or the other. And I got to be told that by so many people much later, and I'm like, okay, this is interesting. Somehow later I thought I'll monetize the details of my following, but I don't know how to make money that way. So people want to send me stuff to post, and a few people have been doing it online. They're really good at it, being able to share how something about, what's it called? It's called product placement. Something like that. I don't think I know how to do that. I can't lie about something I don't like. So I said, some things people send me, I don't post. Others send me some things and naturally post without even asking me. They're like, want to send you? It's a lady who sent me a mop. I love that mop so much.
Really?
It's just like, Bright, I'm overwhelmed. I'm selling too much of it now. So she's like, can I send you another thing? Just choose from the page. And my wife chose some racks for the washing machine and stuff. She sent almost, and she said every month she sends 2 items. We choose.
Wow.
Or a new thing comes, she sends. Because every time I post, she sells 10 times that. I'm like, wow, people are really made. This is how people make money out of it.
Thought leader.
But I don't call myself an influencer. Thank you. A thought leader in what I do. Influencer feels a little bit, I don't know. I'm not influencing anything really, in my perspective. But if I can share something that people will like, and people will be able to help someone, I'll always do that.
No, that's cool. That's cool.